Well, hello, my little potato, you beautiful soul. I always like to start off with I love you. So, I love you. I'm sorry that I yawned, but man, it's 12:38 and I don't remember what time I woke up today, but I feel like it's a long day. And it kind of, I mean, it was, I had my first meeting at 11:30, so I like woke up. I think I woke up at a decent hour. I think I don't remember. I tell you, sometimes it's like the day is so long. I feel like it was like maybe 9:30. And then I was like woke up and trying to do all the things. Oh, okay. So today was I had I ate my breakfast. I made my breakfast and then I had my did I have my breakfast? I think I had my breakfast. I had my breakfast. Yeah, I had my this is like the day. I had my breakfast. Then I had a call from 11:30 to like almost 2. So then I said, okay, well, let me eat lunch. And then I was supposed to have a call at 2:40, but they never called me. So I'm just going to let that go for now. It's fine. And then, hold on. I'm like, is that where my whole day went? I feel like maybe I called my partner. Oh, no, I was supposed to have that call. Yeah. So ever since like let's say 3 o'clock. I've been working on my coloring book. It is now 12:40, and I'm finally done. I submitted that one. It's as good as it's going to get. It's practically perfect. I worked on the cover. I worked on all the art, and it took 9 hours. And I kept having to resize and everything. But I did learn how to properly resize images in Canva so that you don't lose them. However, I need to redo the images in all of the books now. So I need to go into each coloring book and change all the images in there. Yep, that's what I get to do. I get to go into the adult coloring book, both of them, and fix those. I get to go into the regular coloring book and the other kids' coloring book and fix that too. And then I can order my copy and hope that they get here in time for me to go to New Orleans at the 23rd. And I've been doing the vlog thing, but man, I got behind because I was so busy working on this thing today, and it's not as easy as you would think, but I know all my images are going to be 7.8 by 10, and because I had to redo the cover, I redid all the art, and then I had to get the art correct, and then I had to size the art correctly, and it was just this whole debacle trying to figure it out. And then at the end, I figured out the easy way to do it. However, at least I learned it today instead of in like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coloring books from now. I learned it on the fourth one. I learned it on the fourth one. But now next time I'll know. Okay, all my images are going to be 7.8 by 10. And I'll instead of dragging them, I will know how to resize them, and it will be fine, and it will be easy, and it'll be boom, 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 relatively simple, right? So, and then I'll learn something else for the next one. So I am okay with it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm like yawning a lot. I apologize for that. I was yawning. Actually, it was funny because the meeting I had today at 11:30. I mean, she's become a friend of mine as well, so we chat, and then we did what's called a path clearing. And something about it today was there was a lot of stuff being done, so I closed my eyes and she usually just I just close my eyes and she's like, okay. But this time I closed my eyes and she was like, oh my gosh, you yawned so much. And of course, for me, yawning is letting go of stagnant energy. And I was like, yeah, I still got my tonsils. Like I was joking with her. I'm like, yeah, that's how far you can see down my, that's how much you saw me yawn. You're like, man. And I had tears running down my neck and my face was all wet. And so I kind of worked out that I didn't do my skincare today. I'm like so exhausted. And then um sometime during that, and so I didn't eat dinner. I didn't eat lunch. I didn't eat dinner, but I did make a snack. I made a snack of grape and walnuts and cheese, so I did eat that. And then I uh I watched school, and then I redid my plan because I don't think that going on TikTok Shop was the right move for me. However, I could be incorrect. I could be incorrect, but at this time, it doesn't seem like that was the right move. So I'm gonna just work on selling the current coloring books I have, um, and at the what's it called, at the place in New Orleans. I may just say, hey, this is I don't think I'm gonna end up donating it, but like I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do actually, because I did put money out for them, and I should try and sell them. So that's that. So the plan is to sell all of them between now and um, the end of August. Hopefully before the end of July would be ideal. But at least I got one coloring book out today, and it's really good. Perfect. I learned a lot. I'm really tired, as you can see, because I mean, I mean to be fair, I did have class from 8:20 to 9:30, and then after that I met with my classmates for a little bit, and then it was almost 10 that we got off, I think. Maybe not even that late. And then 2.5 hours of working on this. So the time just disappeared. And then this is what I didn't eat dinner. Because, I get involved. And I need to be better about like giving myself breaks. But like, you know, that's what it is. And then tomorrow morning I have a meeting at 10 a.m. And then tomorrow we'll be fixing all the other coloring books now that I know, to get all the images right. So, oh, but I did get the covers done. I am solid there. I'm thinking about potentially coloring in the first coloring book as well. I didn't do it originally, but I'm just gonna leave that one as is. That will be like my experiment one. Um, gosh, I'm proud of myself though. I'm tired. Are you too? Do I have any water in my cup? Yes, I do. I have some vitamins that I didn't take today. I need to take those. And I'm like, do I have water? So I need to. Tomorrow, I have. Oh, I need to write her in. Where's my pen? On this bed, I have scissors, I have a ruler, I have scotch tape. Something else I've been thinking about is actually using my rebounder. It's in my room. I'm thinking about, sorry, actually using it by jumping on the rebounder maybe once a day for 30 minutes. Maybe that's what I'll do in the morning, I'm listening to the, what's it called? The music. So then that way I know it's like 30 minutes, and then I won't touch my phone and I'll just be bouncing away, and maybe that'll be good for me. And maybe I'll just do it later in the day. I'll have to find the time later in the day to bounce on it. I'll have to figure out something. It's there. It would be like exercise, especially because I haven't really been doing a very good job of leaving the house. Like, I don't even walk out the door. I'm like such a hermit. Um, Someone on TikTok was like, "Hey, can you do a tips video?" Because I was like, "Oh, if you get paint on the table, use micellar water, and you can use same micellar water. If you get hair dye on your neck, it'll take it off. Like when you're dyeing your hair." And then I was gonna make a video about I was trying to make a video about the best kind of creative, and like when you're like visualizing your dream life, try and maybe anchor your dream life in fact, and then it'll be easier to write about it. And yeah, didn't want to cooperate. It will happen eventually, but um I'm just right now, I'm just tired. I'm like, well, at least I'll go to bed early. Did I fall asleep early last night? I don't think I did. I think that's why I'm tired today too, is because I didn't fall asleep early last night, and then I was up. When I was a kid, there was this I think it was USA Network used to have this series called, and it was like late at night, and it was called Up All Night. And it was like, I don't remember much about it except for that. It was just like they used to be like USA's Up All Night, and it always made me laugh. But today, my major goal was to get the coloring book done. And I did. I got it done. I just didn't know I was going to give myself 3 more projects. However, maybe my coloring book need to be in a better state, and then they can sell, because right now they're still like, it's not that they're okay, yes, they are imperfect. And also I know about like I'm getting over perfectionism, but also it's my name on the product. So it's not really about perfectionism so much as it's professionalism, because there was one thing that I was going to do, and I was going to make it bigger, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to leave it as is right now, because where the size that it is what it needs to be. 7.8 times 10. And I'm like, okay, 7.8 times 10, it's okay, that's the size. And that's what it is. And then, yeah, so that's where I am on that. So now tomorrow, I just have to go fix the other 3, and hopefully, I need to remember that once I get a version that's good, I need to save the PNG version, so then that way I can adjust that one. Because saving the what's it called version is like PDF version, when you go to adjust it, you can't really, because I guess it's all locked in. So anyways, but as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen to me, even if I am yawning in your ear. I'm sorry for that. I've just been yawning all day, apparently. But I'm letting go of things and making space for new things. So I guess it all works out. I'm just tired at the end of the day. But that's what happens. You get focused. I get focused, and then it's like, oh, where did 9 hours go? I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I was doing that for 9 hours. Well, technically 8, because what's it called? School and all that. So, as again, thank you so much for listening. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.